Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and pool fans around the world. Welcome to the final of the Taom MaxRack Helsinki Nineball Open. Let's introduce your referee for the final, Ben Taylor Fuente. And now, the players. Currently ranked number 2 in the world from Spain, please welcome Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. And his opponent, all the way from Japan, everyone knows he's the Joker, he's Naoyuki. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final of the inaugural Taom MaxRack Helsinki Nineball Open. We started out on Thursday with 104 players. We are now down to just these two, FSR and Naoyuki. It's a race to 11 now in the final. We're using the Matchroom break box, of course. 9 is on the spot. It's alternate break, 30-second shot clock with 1 extension each, unless we go heel. Now, don't underestimate it. It could happen. It's happened a couple of times. If it goes heel in the deciding rank, there will be 2 extensions on offer. Okay, let's go then. FSR has won the leg and will break off. Sit back and enjoy it. The familiar break from FSR, the one in the side. Beautiful control. Has a shot at the 2. Can just come through the gap of the 8 and the 9 for a shot at the 3. Nicely done. Just draw off the side rail. Well, gone a little bit further than he would have liked. Had an epic semi-final earlier on against Robbie Capito. Francisco ended up winning it 10-8. And of course Naoyuki, his was not so close against Finnish Riku Rompinen, the 16-year-old. Played well all week, just fell a little bit short in the semi-final. Naoyuki came out with a game plan. And he really froze Riku out of it. €8,000 to the winner, 5,400 to the runner-up, and of course those all important Mosconi Cup points for FSR. Nicely done. Good It's a break and run to begin. And we have a nice little crowd in here. We also have another crowd round the other side watching on a big screen TV. It's just a small little arena, but we like to say it's intimate and cosy. The perfect start for FSR, and to be honest, he has played some of the best pool I've seen him play for a little while now. Of course, he had that amazing 2022-23 when he won almost everything the game had to offer. And a great win against Alex Kazakis earlier on today, 10-6. And that win last night in about 42 minutes it was. He beat Carl Ganaderberg 9-0. Alternate break though, anything can happen. Referee just checking the ball is frozen or not. So this could be a very quick rack here. 3 ball followed by a 4-9. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Yeah, even that shot, Nuki hit pretty hard. He does like to strike the ball. Quarter-final win over David Al-Qaidi. 10-8. Kostas from Greece was dispatched in the last 16 by the man from Japan, 9-2. And that 9-1 win over Arseny Sevestinov on this very table last night. Arseny just could not get the break going. Yeah, just having the aircon turned either on or off, I'm not sure. But each player has a remote control. It's kind of a unique feature here. There's aircon units within a light that comes straight down onto the players, very strategically placed. And if the players are getting a little bit hot under the collar, they can turn the aircon on, and obviously the reverse, if they're a little bit too cold, can turn it off as well. The players have wanted for nothing here. They've been treated very, very well. We all have. Nice players' lounge as well. We've enjoyed lots of free cheese and cold meats, lots of fruit. We've been thoroughly spoiled. Well, this is a tough shot. It's an opportunity. Decides on the push out. Yeah, this is slightly better to play the 3 from this angle because he can come short side on the 4, which is the first thing Naoyuki comes and looks at. So he will take this on. Doesn't have to. He could give it back if he doesn't fancy it. He was very precautious against Riku Romponen in the semi-final. He was very, very smart. He knew Riku was a great jumper, so he made sure every safety was right glued up behind the obstructing ball. And Riku's kicking just wasn't up to the task today anyway. Nevertheless, a good run, as I said. Now I wonder, is he going to continue in that similar vein and stop the cue ball behind the 6 here? 5 might be in the way for that, I'm not sure. Maybe playing to cut it in. Shot clock beeps going off. That was the problem. Traffic. Still on though, the 5 ball. Movement there. Well, this is thin, but it's cuttable. Cue ball will be coming down the right hand side of the table. Could play it as a 2-way and still give himself a good look at the 6. Maybe now looking at cutting the brown 7, surely not. Is he maybe going to use the 8 ball to hold the cue ball and maybe have a go at the bank here? Ball on to the top right hand corner. Doesn't have to do too much. Yeah, nice shot. Would love a bounce off the rail. This is okay. Can just smooth this 6 ball in, bounce the cue ball off the back rail, back up for the 7 into the bottom right hand corner. And now a draw shot to about where he is now would be okay, making sure he leaves himself a nice angle on the 8 ball to drift down for the 9. Maybe go a little bit further. Yeah, to the kitchen line. And now some inside right hand spin. He's played some fantastic pool. I said to him yesterday in an interview that I think this is the best I've seen him play for some time. And the same goes for FSR as well. So this should be a fascinating final. Waiting for that cue ball to stop. So Naoyuki hasn't really won as much as his talent suggests he should have won. He's won lots of stuff in Japan. I mean, he's won everything in Japan, but he's never really delivered on the world stage. I remember he got to the Alpha Las Vegas Open final back in 2021. Currently ranked 30 in the Matchroom rankings. FSR way up there at number 2, helped by that amazing season that he had last year. course, it is possible for Naoyuki, if he made enough points, to be on the Asian Reyes Cup team as well to face Europe. Aloysius Yap from Singapore already qualified for that. Bank shot. Has a nice angle as well on this too. Well, he's looking at the 3-9 combo. We've already had one early 9. He actually won the final rack in the quarter final with a fluked 9. Gone just a fraction too far. Whenever you're playing a combo, you want to be as straight in behind it as possible. David Al-Qaidi just to the left, just walked around to have a look at the angle on the 3 ball. Great friends, of course, along with Jose Alberto Delgado, the 3 amigos, as they're known. Also, Jonas Salto Comino has been with them. But David, Francisco and Jose all live in the same town. Oh, it's a nice one. Played it at a good pace as well. A little bit of safety just in case. It's going the way we thought it would. Both players at the top of their game. They should be reaching their peak just about now in the final. He did have a little bit of a scare, Francisco, against Robbie. Robbie just didn't lay down. He kept coming back. Got to 8-7, then went 9-7. 9-8, and then Francisco getting over the line with a nice run out. FSR with the familiar pre-break routine, running the cue through his hands. He's been using this break to great success for some time. 1 ball in the corner this time, is it? No, it's a dry break, I think. Well, he's going to have to play at this rail first. He can't push out from here. Where would you push out to other than a jump? Nice picture of the ref, the shot clock, and Naoyuki counting down 60 seconds after the break. Now does he just lay in behind the 6 here? Cue ball off the rail, a little bit of right hand spin, send the 1 away. Cue ball off the rail behind the 6, or does he try and get behind the 8 and send the 1 well away? Has options. Oh, he's under hit that. He's decelerated on it. It's on into the side. Cue ball heading near to the 2 as well. Nice to see a few players still here watching the final. Everyone flying out to Fulda tomorrow in Germany. Oh, that's a nice shot from Naoyuki. Played with some left-hand spin. Cue ball around the back of the 7. In between the 9 for the 3 in the side. Played it okay, would have liked a little bit more pace on it, but there's no traffic down the centre of the table. So I can play this into the side. Cue ball off the short rail, back down for the purple 4. Judged that very nice as well. A little bounce or hold, doesn't want to be straight. I'm not sure if it's the real Earl Strickland, but if it is, hi Earl, how you doing? Why aren't you here, mate? You could be sitting in the booth with me, Earl. You told me on our boat trip that day in Thailand that you would join me in the booth sometime for a bit of fun. Certainly got a unique way of playing this game. He probably hits the ball harder than anybody, I think. I think he left his chalk on the table, didn't he? Oh, no, I mean on his side table. Well, he's using Taom, and they say you don't have to chalk your cue every shot, but it's kind of a habit, isn't it, with cue players? It's often part of the pre-shot routine. Appreciative crowd enjoying that run out from Oi. 3-2 the lead. There's one of our referees in the background, the lady with the blonde hair right at the back. Helena Hakkinen, who's done a great job here this week, as have all the referees. There's another one right front and centre, like the man with Train VG on his shirt. That's one of our referees as well. Did the semi-final. Mika Kiskinen. It's okay. 3 is on. Can get to the 4 as well. So this is another good opportunity for Naoyuki. Just a little touch of right hand on the cue ball. Decided to go right to the rail. Kind of easier to judge, isn't it, if you know you can go to the rail. Had to get this one right, and he did. Everything he's playing at the moment is spot on position. Yeah, that's okay. Can just play a little draw shot off of this 6. Thrives on confidence. Always looks like he's enjoying himself as well. He's having fun out there. Oh, doesn't want to be straight and near the cushion. He's okay, he's got a slight angle look. Looking to play the 9 into the side. Just run it through, bounce off the second rail. Nicely done. Great stuff from Naoyuki. Laying down the gauntlet. Or the samurai sword, maybe. I remember watching him in a shootout once with Jesus Atencio. I think it might have been in Ohio. And the shootout went all the way to 14-13. And when it did, Naoyuki won it. And he gave like a samurai swordsman pose with the shouts and screams to go with it as well. And there was a great photo of him that was made into one of these roll-up posters that you see at all the great pool events. If you haven't seen his interviews, you should Google them. There's some great ones out there. Would love a break and run right now. Of course you always want a break and run, but especially in alternate break, you want to make the most of your break. Kind of like the serve at tennis, you want to hold your serve and hope you break your opponent's. Four days of competition. Started on Thursday. He's overcut that. Oh, it's just slid in. Wrong angle on the 3 ball. That's because he overcut it on the 2. So lost the cue ball slightly. Looking at drawing back by the 9, play the safety. In behind the 5 ball. Now he could play the bank into the corner here as well. He would be on the 6 ball, on the 5 ball rather. the side. Well, what a shot that is. Played it with confidence. I don't know what I was worried about. FSR wasn't. Good angle on this 6 ball. Just a little trace of left-hand spin. Widen the angle off of this back rail onto the side rail. Doesn't want to get too far up the table. Leave himself a nice angle. Right about there. There's the lovely flowing stroke that we've seen so much of. This is just what the doctor ordered. Of course, also keeps Naoyuki in his chair. Naoyuki will come back to the table to break next. Well, we are in beautiful Finland. Known as the happiest place in the world, Finland is. And the time that I've spent here, the people really are, they're all just happy. Denmark is number 2. 3rd is Norway. The Netherlands at 5. United Kingdom, number 15. And USA, apparently according to this survey, are the 19th happiest country in the world. I don't know how true any of that is, but I can contest to Finland being very, very friendly. Makes the 1. Now has a look at the 2. Could possibly play the bank on the 2 into the side. Safety's another option. Could bring the cue ball in behind the 8. Looks like he might be going for this though. Yeah, he is. Well, he had a go. And he's had a little bit of fortune. Now, will the jump cue come out here? Oh no, he's got a path to it. Can clearly see it, so this is a chance. Naoyuki wasn't playing those shots in his earlier rounds. He was erring on the side of safety before. He did have an easy safety on there, but, well, wanted to remain attacking. You have to weigh the percentages up, and I think the safety was the higher percentage shot. But anyway, it's gone. Ruiz back at the table. And now he has to be careful. He needs to draw this, but he's very close to the 7 ball. He's going to have to make sure that he cues through nice and straight here. He's playing with a cue that is 100% carbon fibre, I've been told. Played it well. players now. I first saw Fedor Gorst doing it, unscrewing parts of their cue, adding bits on for certain shots, putting a little bit more weight in when they had the longer shots where they required more power. If you remember, changed his cues just before Mosconi last year. Went from Predator to Q-Tech. Deciding to just take a longer 8-ball on, 8 and the 9 into the same corner pocket, to level it up again at 4-4. Forget the race to 11, it's now a race to 7. Welcome to everyone around the world, wherever you're watching. Good to have you with us at this beautiful Biliardi 24/7 club. I've been waxing lyrical about this beautiful pool facility all week. Arrived a couple of days before the event, got to play on a few of the tables as well. And there's not just 9-foot Predators in here. We did play on 11 of these Predator 9-foot Apex tables, and one of our sponsors as well. Taom is the main sponsor, company from Finland, and we will have one of the executives giving out the prizes later on, Jonas Ottonen. He is the O in the word Taom. There's also Mika Immonen, he's the M, and then we've got Tony and Anthony. And that's where the name Taom comes from. And it goes back to an old Finnish name which means fighter, hence the lion as the logo. So yeah, upstairs they also have some diamond tables and a couple of snooker tables made by Predator. They only ever made 3, 2 of them are here. 2 Predator carom tables, a Chinese 8-ball, a 7-foot bar box, and also a really interesting game called Kaiser, K-A-I-S-A, Kaiser. Super difficult, a little bit like Pyramid, same but different. So if you're ever in Helsinki, come and have a look. If you're a Q Sports fan, there's something for everyone here. Well, there you can see the 6-ball does go past the 8. It was trying to force an angle there. He says, I've just put a bit of chalk on that cue ball. Could you wipe it off, please? Whenever you're not right in behind those shots, when they're tight, they're always missable. Just allowed a little bit too much room past the 8. Well, is he taking on the 9 again? This will be the third early 9 we've had in this match. Yeah, can be no complaints from FSR. He had his chance, he was in, he just got out of position on the 6 ball. It was actually the 5, wasn't it, where he had to try and force an angle to get closer. There's Dimitris Lukatos in the background from Greece. Lots of players catching their flights to Germany tomorrow. I think it's flights to Frankfurt, I believe, and then it's a train to Fulda. How lucky are we now to have so many tournaments going on around the world. Seems there's almost one every week or every couple of weeks at least. Oh, look at this. He's got a look at the 3. He's got a slight angle as well. Made 3 balls there on the break. The 1, the 2 and the 8. Sometimes a single shot changes a match. I'm sure FSR wasn't expecting that when he saw the 3 balls go down on the break and the position on the 3. He must have thought, I'm going to be 2 behind here again. Now with a great chance to pull level. First positional shot is the toughest one, but he does have ball in hand. Looking to play the 5 into the side. Now if he's nice and straight on this, can more or less just stop the cue ball. Maybe use the 9 if he's not. He was. No problem. Seven in the corner. Hold the cue ball for the 9 in the opposite corner. We will be level again. Very costly scratch there from Naoyuki into the side pocket off the 3. There's an overview. All the lights on the other tables, of course, turned off. This is the main attraction now. Players been suspended on all other tables downstairs. Still plenty going on upstairs though. This is where the real action is at. Another good break. How is he on the 2 ball? Pretty good. 3 over the corner. Everything in the open. Six to the 7, no problem. 7 to the 8. That's okay also. Just needs to keep giving himself centre table position. Can go 2 rails off of this 3 ball. Maybe even look at coming round the back of it. Yeah, nicely done. Now can he draw straight up? He's going to have to stun over by the 7. Needs to be careful of the 7 if that's the route he's going. Made sure he stayed well away from it. The standard these guys play to is just insane, isn't it? Sometimes, I mean, we've all played the game. We all go down our club and play in leagues, and some to a higher level as well, playing the weekly tournaments. These guys make it look so easy. It's not until you try it yourself you realise just how difficult the game is. And we expect these guys to produce every single time they come to the table in every single tournament. It's not always like that. Lots of travelling involved, living out of a suitcase. It's an expensive business, especially flying these days. He's okay. He has a slight angle on this. I think he's going to go forward here. Oh no, he's going to come back. He's got enough angle. There's that half ball angle once again. Such an important part of pool. Allows you to just go anywhere you want with a cue ball. And this is the first time Francisco has led for some time. Next stop is Fulda in Germany. But then of course the action continues. Straight after that there's the Rax MVP Open at the Rax Forum in West Hempstead in New York City. And then the big one, the US Open, reigning champion Ko Ping Jung. 22 champion, sat down on your screens there, Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. And then it's off to Seattle for another ranking Matchroom event at Ox Billiards. And then it's everyone to Shanghai for yet another Matchroom ranking event. Who's looking forward to Moscone? We've had 11 racks so far. It's a race to 11. It looks like the 12th rack is going to Naoyuki to once again tie it up. He's overdone this. He's overdone it. Now does he play it into the side? Ben Taylor Fuente being called upon to give the cue ball a quick clean. Doesn't want any skids, do you, Naoyuki? So it shows he's playing this in the side pocket. He won't be hitting this one very hard, I wouldn't have thought. Well, didn't like it when he got down, so gets up again. Restarts the whole pre-shot routine. He's overcut it. He's overcut this, you know. Oh, has he opened the door for Francisco Sanchez Ruiz? Just overdrew that shot from the 8 to the 9. Just made the 9 ball awkward enough to miss it, or to make it missable. There's what he's faced with. No. Well, it's going to have to be a bank shot. Naoyuki starting with the antics that we know him for. The funny dances have started early, but it's not a celebration dance, not just that. We're locked at 6-6. To let you know, guys, the presentation will take place immediately after the final. We're going to keep the stream going so you can see the crowning of our inaugural Taom MaxRack Helsinki Nineball champion. We did plan fireworks and flashing lights and everything for the walk-on, but I think somebody forgot to bring the matches. We didn't have a lighter. Well, one ball went high there. Naoyuki suggested yesterday as well, he thinks he's breaking better than he has in a long time, especially with this format. He certainly did against his match last night against Arseni in the last 32. Push out called. Well, he's left a little tempter here for Ruiz. Does he feel like taking the bait? He's down nice and quick. It's kind of what Eklan Kachi does. He gets down on the shot, sees how he fancies it, and then just stands back up again. It's almost like he has like a pre-performance of the shot, if you like, just to see how he feels. Yeah, it doesn't like it. There's nothing worse than playing a shot you don't fancy. It's like playing Scotch doubles with somebody who puts you in a position where you're not used to, well, that you'd never put yourself in, kind of thing. Well, round first. He hasn't got the hook. This is a chance, but he's only got the left-hand side of the cue ball to go at. This is tough. I think if he could give this one back, he would. Of course he can't. Decides on the safety, needs to miss the 7. He hasn't. It's a mistake. So that good push out from Oi and the backup plan that he had for the push out has done the job. It's created this opening on the 1. Everything in the open again. It's exactly where he needs to be, over by the right hand side rail, kind of where his chalk is, that kind of line. Well, what's he done there? What has he done there? I thought he was going to play that with some outside English and go towards the rail. I think it's just the safety from here. Oh, what a let-off that is for FSR. think it was just a complete miss hit. Couldn't really do too much with a cue ball. There's another thin one. Now does he come between the 9 and the 7 and back up again? About halfway. Yeah, good shot. Would love a bit of an angle on this 4 ball. Draw straight the way back. Played it well. If this slows up, it's perfect. Just a little bit of a run through, just to give himself the correct angle on the 7, and now just a nice draw. Pros are so good at leaving just the right angle all the time. That gives them the easiest route to the next ball. Sometimes taking a longer shot, that's all part and parcel of it. The only ball you ever want to be straight in on is this 9 ball. And takes the lead again, so rack 13 was unlucky for Naoyuki. Just 4 away then for Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, and he decides it's time for a little break. So we're going to do exactly the same, guys, and we'll be back as soon as FSR is back. See you soon.
rack 14. David, you were to break. 27 racks to 6.
Welcome back to Biliardi 24/7. One in the side for Naoyuki. Does have a look at the two, but I think it's just going to be a safety. Is he? He isn't, is he? Surely not. Just the safety pushing. Well, he didn't. He went for it. I couldn't believe he went for that. Oh, he might have got away with it, has he? Well, I'm right behind this, but I don't want to get up and have a look because I'm right in FSR's line. But it looks like he can't, because he just gave out a wry smile. He's just taken a bit off the end of his cue, so doesn't want too much power. He got startled by the shot clock there. There's your answer. It didn't go. It does now, so a mistake from FSR. Naoyuki also getting startled by the shot clock. Both players used their extension now. Potted that just a little bit thick. Needs a thin one here. Just a little draw. More of a stun draw, wasn't it? Watch the cue ball fizz back. Just a little bit too much pace on it. If there's been one feature this week, it has been players tended to overhit. It's a very, very fast cloth. Going for safety. Keeping the pressure on. Oh, he didn't want that kiss. But I think this is dead straight. If it is, there's very little FSR can do. Cue ball very close to the rail. The beeps are coming. Oh yeah, that was the problem. It was dead straight. Tried just to steal a bit of angle maybe. Six didn't go in clean, but the cue ball did. So it looks like 7-7 level once again. It's now going to be a race to 4. Oh, what a fabulous tournament this has been. Some big names have fallen. I was trying to think of my outstanding moment, but there's been so many. We've seen some fantastic pool. I think Riku Rompinen is kind of a standout for me. Really did come of age, I think, at this tournament. I know he's had a good finish in the UK Open before, top 16. But I think he's made a lot more people sit up and notice him. All the players know him, of course, from around the circuit. He goes to most of the events. He will be going to Fulda, and then he will be going to the US Open, and I believe his dad, Ero, is even going to play in the US Open. All I'm saying is, I think Riku got his pool gene from his mother, not from Ero. That's all I'm saying. Can't go forward. Yeah, refused it. Not for the first time today. Gone for discretion. The better part of valor, as they say. It's a good contact, needs a bit of help from the blue 5. He's got it. Oh, it's a bit far to jump. 2-rail kick. For distance. Oh, the 1-rail. He has been in front, Nukioi, but since Francisco came back at him from that scratch on the 3, wasn't it, all the way back to that scratch at 5-4. Just seen Max Eberle walk into the room. Max was one of 2 Americans that made their way from the States. Max is always an interesting character to have around. I saw him in the chat earlier on. This is not an easy combo. Let's see if he takes it on. That's why he didn't. Two rows in behind the 2 ball. Leave the cue ball where the 2 ball is. Send the 2 ball kind of towards the side pocket. Won't want to make it. Doesn't want to hook himself on the 3. But just try and kick it just before the side pocket. Oh, he's gone thin on it instead. It's worked out okay. Does have an edge, just swerving around slightly. Cue ball in behind the 7 maybe, or he's got the double kiss. Just a drawback about a foot here. Just needs to make sure he leaves himself the angle on the 5. That's why he's coming around to have a look. Wants to get up for that 6. Needs a good angle on the 6 to get onto the 7. There's a bit of to and froing to do here. Slightly awkward over the 7, but it shouldn't be a problem. Just run the cue ball through off the side rail. Didn't even need to use the rail. Quick wipe down, quick swig of water. Ready for the task in hand. Good time to get ahead now. Heading towards that magical 11. Not sure if you caught a glimpse of the trophy earlier on, but it's a beauty. Who's going to get their hands on it first? I'm sure it's going to turn into an annual event. Now, he did miss a 9 down the rail earlier on against Riku Rompunen. Not this time. With rack 16, guys, very, very soon.
Francis gets your choice. Thank you. Please play again.
FSR not wanting anything to do with that. He says, okay, Naoyuki, your turn again. Needs to miss. Yeah, I think the reason FSR gave it back was because he didn't think, well, even if he made it, he didn't think Naoyuki would get onto the 2 maybe. Thought there was just a little bit too much traffic, but he got a very friendly kiss. And this could be another early 9. He could draw around the back of the 7 here. Back across for the 3-9. That's exactly what he's done. And he's played it, well, almost perfection. And this will hurt FSR because he had the chance to go for this. It's not easy, it's very missable. They're much easier if you're right in behind them. Yeah, always missable. So a let off. FSR can breathe again. Hasn't left anything, just a safety. You know, nothing really in the middle of the table to hide behind. Could send the 3 in a straight line up and down. Try and get the cue ball in behind the 7. Calls the extension, so gives himself another 30 seconds. Oh, look at this for a shot. Okay, it's an easy kick. Can he send the 3 away? Cue ball over behind the 9 and the 6. That's worked out okay, hasn't it? Wants that 3 to keep running. It didn't. Another opportunity. Cut the 3. Natural angle, bringing the cue ball back down for the 4. Just a little flick off the 8. Didn't really alter the shot that much. Just a little bit of right hand spin on this. Just played it plain ball straight up the centre of the table. This is perfect. Seems to have got just a little bit smoother. He hasn't been hitting as hard as he was earlier on. To do the player interviews after this. I think Naoyuki might be uncontrollable. I think he might be dancing and singing and jumping around. I don't think I'll get a word in edgeways. That's fine by me. And smashes in the 9. And he gets to 9. 2-rack lead once again. And 2 away from the magic number of 11. We kind of think of 9-ball as a fairly new sport, don't we? It was one pocket that came first in the 1700s, and then 8-ball. And then round about 1920 was when the first rules are mentioned for 9-ball. Of course, they've changed over the years, little bits here and there, little tweaks. But its core has remained the same. Take the balls in sequence, 1 to 9. Hit the lowest ball on, make any ball you want. Now this is better. This is much better. Look at this for a break. 2 balls down in either side pocket. Perfect look at the 2-ball. 3 waiting. Everything in the open. No clusters. Five to the 6. Looking at playing the purple 4 to the side pocket. It's really great watching David Al-Qadi as well. When he's watching his good friend play, he just can't stand still. He's walking around, he's trying to look at different angles to see what problems there might be. There's a good angle on this 5-ball to take him to the 6. Nicely done, pulls one back. Didn't want Naoyuki getting on the hill with Francisco needing 4. We will be having the presentation straight after the end of the final, so stick around for that. We're just going to leave the stream going. We're going to get some interviews with the players for you guys that have been with us all week watching on the stream. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for subscribing. We really are humbled by it. We look forward to being here again next year with an even bigger production. Good angle just to bounce off the side rail back to the middle of the table for the 4 into the bottom left. Now can just play low with a bit of outside English, some right hand spin, about 5 on the clock face. We could be getting very close to the end of this match, guys. If Naoyuki can get on the hill here, it's going to be an uphill battle for FSR. He'll need to take the remaining 3. Perfect. Stunned the cue ball. Stopped it dead. So this 9 to arrive at the hill. It's been a long road. Is this the last time referee Ben Taylor Fuente will rack those balls? There's part of our presentation party there. Look, Jonas Ottonen, you can just see on your screens, one of the executives of Taom Billiards. I'm used to seeing him in shorts and a t-shirt in Thailand, where he's based. Taom guys have worked very, very hard from a company that began just 10 years ago, and they've made huge waves in the cue sports industry, coming up with some amazing products, namely their chalk, of course, but the recent launch of the MaxRack, and that's what the sponsorship is for. The Taom MaxRack Nineball Helsinki Open. We managed to put this tournament together with very little time. I suppose you could say Biliardi 247 have done more than anyone to get this on, particularly Eero Rompinen and his amazing team. He's overcut it. Is that his last shot? One to 2, 2 to 4 is okay. As long as he keeps leaving himself that middle table position again that we talk about all the time. There it is again. And now similar shot, 2 to 4, back to centre table. Surely this is it. I wonder what the celebration's going to be like. Will he jump on the table? Will he dance on the table? Will he run around the table? We haven't experienced seeing him win a big tournament like this. I said he's won plenty in Japan, but nothing really on the big world stage. Oh, this is lovely. He'll be feeling very, very good inside now. Wants that position one more time. Back to the centre of the table. Needs it to keep running. It has. It's absolutely perfect. So this, a stun off the side rail. So this 9 ball for an 11-8 victory. The celebrations have begun. Here we go. Yeah! Ready for the roar. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation firstly for Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. And of course, your champion. It's great to see this guy win something overseas. He's such a great entertainer. He's always good fun. He's the perfect gentleman. Round of applause for your champion, Naoyuki. I'm doing everything tonight. I'm doing everything. Firstly, Francisco. Yeah, it's going over live, but I'm going to have to speak a little bit louder for these guys. No point in asking how you feel. Obviously, pleased to get to the final, but you would have liked to have gone that little bit further. What happened in the final, in your opinion?
No, I mean a couple of mistakes. I made a mistake, you know. I mean both in the beginning, especially in the beginning, but finally he deserved. We was really tight, 7-7. So finally, yeah, he played really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and at 5-4, I think it was. Naoyuki was on the 3 ball, scratched into the side, and then you came and won a couple of racks, got your nose in front again for the first time. So I thought, right, he's going to push on now. But as you say, struggled just a little bit at times.
Yeah, I had like 2 chances to go like 2 games ahead. Then I missed the opportunity. But sometimes when you miss the opportunity, the game is like this, you know. So I mean, I had to improve for the next one.
Yeah, and the next one isn't that far away, is it, of course,
Yeah.
because tomorrow morning, I guess, you're off to Fulda.
Yeah.
But this has got to give you a bit of confidence, surely, going into Fulda.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was playing really good all the tournaments, so I think it's going to be really good for my confidence for Fulda, yeah.
Yeah, and something I noticed, especially in commentary, was you seem to have that great break back again, which has given you so much success over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, this game, the break is the most important. So I think I was practicing so hard the break again. So I think, but everyone breaks good now. So I mean, not even if you break good, you have to be some lucky in the break. But I mean, the best point is you must break good.
How did you enjoy the alternate break format as opposed? I know Matchroom events are normally winner breaks. How did you find the alternate break? Do you enjoy that as well as a bit of a challenge?
Yeah, it's a little different, like because in Matchroom, if you are down 6-1, you always come back. But with this format, it's even tough, you know, because alternative break is really tough. But I mean, I like the format, yeah. But to be honest, I like winner break.
Well, you're going to have winner break in Fulda in Germany. Good luck at the European Open. Always a gentleman, Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Thanks, Francisco. Naoyuki, now we spoke last night. You said you were feeling super confident.
No, today super lucky day. Every day I think so. 3 years Spanish guy, 2 guys. Every time lose. Today two win. Super good. Vamos
Vamos Naoyuki. No, congratulations. It's so great to see you win a big tournament like this. Some more ranking points, number 30 at the moment, I think, on the World Nineball Tour rankings. That's going to push you up a little bit. And
Little bit.
mucho.
Mucho, maybe tonight. Drinking, all done. Maybe. Yeah.
Well,
I pay old guy, no drinking, oh, maybe no money.
we were taking bets on whether you were going to jump up on the table or not. We thought we was going to see you jump up and have a little jig around like the joker you are normally.
Normally. Today, next time in the Spanish guys, one more win. Go the table, on the table. Yeah.
So you must feeling so confident now going to Germany tomorrow. Are you going?
Yeah, very important Germany tournament, and not same tournament. Yes, pocket size small, and tactics and the shooting positioning is more difficult. And I hope so. Win maybe chance little bit level up today. Yeah.
I think you're one of the hardest hitters I've seen on a pool table. You love to get that ball in. It's going to be a little bit more difficult on those 4-inch pockets. Are you going to change your game? Do you change your game for the 4-inch?
I don't know. Tomorrow thinking. Today finish. No think. I wanna sleep.
No drinking?
Yeah, a little bit.
With Masato?
Yeah, Masato.
Masato, where is he? There he is.
Yeah.
You're one of your biggest fans. I know.
Thank you, Helsinki. Thank you, Taom. Thank you, Taom.
Okay, it's time for the presentation. Please welcome from Taom, Jonas Ottonen. Oh, I wasn't told about this. I do love a surprise though. Tony or Sin? This is the guy that's actually invented Taom chalk, the chalk that a lot of players are using now across all the different cue sports. Would you like to say a few words, Tony? Jonas will speak on his behalf, yeah?
Tony does not speak too good English, but first of all, we have to say for the foreign players that thank you for coming to Finland. We are very proud to see everything here, and all the organizers, team worked perfectly. And I want to say personal thank you for helping Mr. Iceman when the health was not so good, and you were the guy who did it. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. And a big hand for the inventor himself. He may not speak English, but he makes a great piece of chalk. Okay, so time for the presentation. First of all, a cheque for €5,400. Runner-up, Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. And welcome Jonas Ottonen, who will present the prize to the winner, and a cheque for €8,000. Please, round of applause for your champion, Naoyuki. So Jonas, if you could please present the trophy to our champion, Naoyuki. And of course, we would like to thank the organisers, Eero Rompinen. I'm sure you'll all agree. He's put on an absolutely fantastic tournament for you guys. The lounge, the facilities, everything has been absolutely top notch from day one, and we look forward to coming back again next year to Helsinki. Helsinki, you have done yourselves proud. You've done the sport proud. Thank you so much to everyone that's made this tournament possible. So it's time for our photographers to take some pictures, and time for you, Naoyuki, to start celebrating. Vamos, let's go. Naoyuki, yuki, yuki. Oi, oi, oi. So that concludes, guys, the Taom MaxRack Open for 2024. We look forward to being back in 2025. Just want to thank everyone that supported the stream. Thank you for all your likes and subscriptions. We really do appreciate it. And we will be back next year with an even bigger and better production. Thank you so much to all the guys, to Sammy, to Ollie, and to Jussi, and to all our referees and everyone, all the staff at this amazing Biljardi 24/7. We'll see you again next year. Enjoy the European Open from Fulda. That's the next big event on the Matchroom calendar. I'll see you somewhere soon. Ta-da.